I really wonder about how people can think that they're they're doing the right thing by going along with all the different um, things that are going on. I guess if you don't go on the internet a lot, there's a lot of things you probably don't realize that's going on around. You can't help but notice the cameras everywhere, but people just they don't see a problem with a lot of things, like the fact that oil prices keep going up, and how that like Ben Bernanke says that he's stabilizing the economy by giving more to Wall Street and stuff like that. That's not really helping anything. And it's now like with things like Google and stuff, they're they really are getting obnoxious. I mean, they're so bad as far as um, the way they want you to sign into your accounts and how they can take your information and not just take it like say once a month and just certain months. They take information every single day. They're always taking information, and they're just like real hogs. They want to hog up everything. And so I probably won't have an account um, here. This is my like third time I've gone through Google, because now Google and YouTube are tied at the hip, so you really can't get around Google. And the reason why I don't like Google is because, like I said, they take all your information, and it's like probably goes right to the NSA. And I guess what I was saying, like people like even that work for NSA, why do they think that this whole thing is going to turn out good when they got to watch their own backs? It is an international thing. I know it's a worldwide thing. It's worldwide austerity, and it's worldwide austerity where everybody's poor except for the bankers. And that's why I say, why go along with this? I mean, I thought you were smarter than that. This idea that you've got to be subservient because these other people are so much smarter than you are. They aren't smarter than you are. They're dumber in a lot of ways because they're going along with this, and that's what's dumb about it. Because they're losing too. They always have to watch their back because there's always somebody above them and somebody above them. Well, we need to get to the top and find out who is who, because they're actually like, even like Obama, he's got a boss now, and he shouldn't be having all these bosses. He should know who these other people are, and he should do what his job is to safeguard the American people, not safeguard some bankers that regulate Wall Street in a way that favors them and no one else. Just like the small farmer they get regulated like to what kind of chickens they can have, what kind of pigs they can have. They're being told that their kids are not supposed to be working on the farm, and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. While the big farmers can have these GMOs that actually are very harmful, because they don't even know they're crossing genes that could have, like, bat hair in them. You could have bat hair mixed in with your peas or something. I mean, they're getting really ridiculous. They do have insecticide in some of these crops that are actually killing the bees, because it's an insecticide built into the genes of, say, the corn. So when the bees pollinate the corn, they get some of that insecticide that was built into the corn, and it kills the insects, right? But it also kills the bees. So that's what I say. The only people that should be, should be laughing are the bankers themselves. You shouldn't be laughing just because you got I mean, you could have $1 billion, and that's still chump change next to the people that are really pulling the strings. But we've all got to work together so that they aren't. And people say, "Well, I like that they're pulling the strings because I still get to keep my billions of dollars." Yeah, but it's like it's not real money. It's like you got to watch your back all the time. It's like you got you have helped to build a just total police state. And I don't know if you think living in Russia and China and all that's a real great idea, but believe me, it's not. And it's exactly what we're becoming. In a way, we're worse in a way because we're real hypocritical. And some of our jails are worse than probably jails in most other countries. They're overcrowded. The guards put you in restraining chairs and body slam you and taser you. And I mean, I haven't been in a situation like I've seen people in. I've seen people in some really bad situations. I was watching jail, and that's just in the jail. That's before where they body slam people to the ground on the concrete, and where they use a taser in jail. Like, they don't have enough guards. They got to taser somebody while they're in jail. And they show it right on TV. Like, oh, this is a new world we got here. This is something that, this is real great, isn't it? Taser people while they're in jail. Body slam them to the ground while they're in jail. They're like the street fighters themselves. They're like street thugs. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for right now. I'm not even sure this is going to work right. But, you that work for the NSA, you might think you're taking home a lot. Some people in the CIA have like $20 million houses. But see, that might seem like it's all right. Just like in Russia, they have their top thugs at the top. But, in the end, you're working for a criminal enterprise, just like Hitler was working for a criminal enterprise. He didn't even know that he was working for, but he was, and there's the fascists that were around then are the same fascists that are around now, and they're just pinning one side against another, and they don't care which side loses. They don't care who's in office when they lose. They don't care if there's a revolt against our president, and they don't care what happens to him. All they care about is their banking setup and like the Federal Reserve and how they can keep it private and keep it as a slush fund and put $16 trillion in the stock market and nobody says a thing about it. That's what they care about.